Let's talk about the acting game though. Like
Yeah.
first off, how did you even get into the situation you're in, or like what was your first big break, as people call it?
Um, I don't know. I've been acting a long time. Like next June will be 20 years um,
Christ.
of acting. Yeah, I'm old.
You look good for your advanced age.
Thanks. That's another bonus point. Hang on. That's two ticks.
Two fucking points for Schmeckel.
Yeah,
Excellent.
2 points. Yeah, for the marrow and for saying I look young. Thanks. Yeah, I've been at it a long time. So I can't really think of when, like, what a big break would be. All I know is that I've wanted to act ever since I was a kid. I've dedicated my whole life to it in terms of I've studied. Obviously, I went to drama school in the UK, in London. I've been twice. I've got a master's in acting, that's a lot of qualifications. And I've just been at it a long time. So by being at it a long time, it means that I've kind of slowly worked my way. It's not like I've been someone that's shot to fame. That's very rare. I've just kind of slowly worked my way up, and I've still got a really long way to go. But I'm happy with that. That's the journey. I'm not going to retire from being an actor, so I'll act till I'm dead. So I've got lots of time yet. Probably another 40 years, I think, before I go. And
Right.
by that time, who knows where I'll be.
That is a long life expectancy.
I think 80 is good though, right? I think. Like, the average age in the UK for a guy to die is 78, I think. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, you can get on your Clint Eastwood game.
Christ, if I make it to 40, I'll be lucky.
But
Yeah, as long as I don't become like Clint Eastwood and start talking to empty chairs, we'll be fine.
right. So okay, so like as far as like, do you have to audition for all the like major things that you do, like from
Yes.
Sherlock? Yeah.
Yeah. You have to audition, and to even get that audition is a long shot. So for the last few years, I've been with the best agent in the UK, which is United Agents, and so to even get that audition was already is a breakthrough. And then even for relatively medium to small size parts, you have to audition normally a couple of times, which is mad. But that's the way it goes. It's very competitive. So yeah, you have to audition, and then hopefully you get the role. Yeah.
Right. But the grim reality is that like everybody won't make it in like acting or like music. So like, how does one cope with the fact that uh like when do you give up when when one really wants to be an actor? Because they say everybody in LA, from the Uber driver to like the person that works at a restaurant, wants to be like an actor or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know when it's just not like working out for you? Like,
That's a good question. I think most people know. It's just that they don't want to face up to the truth, because that truth will mean that they failed. So a lot of people will just keep stringing themselves along rather than focusing their life and their energies on something that they're really good at. So I work a lot with young actors and old actors. I do a little bit of teaching now and then. And one thing I offer is, which is a free service, which is I'll tell you if you're any good, if I think that you'll make it, and based upon my 20 years of experience. And what's interesting is that a lot of people don't want that. They don't want to know. They don't want to know my opinion of whether they're any good. They would rather give me some money and I teach them, and then they go home happy, which I'm not willing to do that, because that doesn't seem fair. And that doesn't seem like a decent way to behave. So, yeah, the industry is full of people who should stop. Who should stop acting. But the thing is that with all these celebrity shows and reality TV and other things that are about fame, there's just more young people just throwing themselves at this game, which is going to be painful for them, because most of them will fail, unfortunately, and that can be really tough to take.
so is there some sort of spiritual force that plays a role in people's come up, or is it like luck, or what is it? Or
No,
is it
I'm
something?
not. Yeah, I'm not a very spiritual guy at all. So I think primarily it's really boring answers like talent, and also sticking at it and not giving up when things get hard. I mean, these are just like the same rules for life. Like if you wanted to be a plumber, you have to be a talent for plumbing, and also when you don't get the first plumbing job you apply for, you need to apply again. You know, it's the same stuff. You need to be talented. You need to be able to take rejection and not give up, and you just need to work really hard. And by that I mean connect with people and make contacts. And the last thing is don't be a dick. That's really important.
I see. Now,
so I've been doing it wrong.
Well, comedy is a different thing, man. I mean, I do a bit of comedy as well, and everyone's a dick in comedy, so it's allowed.
But so like you say talent. So is talent something you acquire, or something that's genetically given to you, or you're predisposed to be good at it?
Some people are naturally talented performers. I was not one of those. On a scale of 10, I was probably 5 natural talent, but the rest, in terms of work ethic and my willingness to learn, has made up the difference. I've worked with all kinds. I've worked with actors who are naturally talented, but have wasted their talent. And I've worked with people who have had no talent, but have worked really hard at learning what acting and making art is all about. And they get to a good standard, and they get to make some kind of a living. So,
right.
Yeah, it depends. Everyone's, it's like any artist, any musician, painter, it's the same. Some people are naturally gifted, but throw it away. And some people work really hard to grind out, a career.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Smeckle, any comments?
Most of my comments would have to be on the content that I've actually seen of yours in relation to what you're talking about right now.
Yeah, sure.
You mentioned a lot of people, they try and they just don't make it, right?
Yeah, like they try for years and years and years. Yeah.
Exactly. And you made it, so clearly you've got this figured out, right? I mean, maybe not to the level of, say, fucking Tom Cruise or somebody like that, but
No,
you've got this acting thing figured out to the point where you can get jobs, you can make a living. You're going to be on Sherlock, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, on New Year's Day, yeah.
Oh, fuck, tomorrow, eh?
Yeah. It's 1st of Jan is when it comes out. So that's really
2
cool.
days from now, sorry.
Mm.
But it says a lot about your particular, let's say, body of work.
Mm-hmm.
That you've managed to make it to your advanced age, and 20 years acting, you're still there, right?
Yeah, that is something I'm immensely proud of, because.
And would you say that's a matter of your talent or of your perseverance?
It's a good question. The thing is that 10 years ago I wasn't as good as actor as I am now. So I am more talented because I've learned more and I've worked harder at what I do. But perseverance, when I first left drama school, which was 20 years ago next summer, there's only 3 of us out of 30 students that are still going.
Oh,
So perseverance, and I went to a really good drama school. I went to the Central School of Speech and Drama, which is in North London, which is where Judi Dench, all the really famous actors from England. We've had a lot of cool people go there, but only 3 of us are still going 20 years later. So perseverance is there's no doubt it's a massive part, but it has to be backed up with some talent. Otherwise, you're just gonna. It's like the Battle of the Somme in the First World War. You're just gonna be throwing yourself over the top and getting shot again and again and again.
Well, yeah, if you're a hopeless actor just pumping out show after show, film after film, and looking like an asshole the whole time, obviously you're not going to make it, right? So it's a mix of the two. But which would you say? Which would you say is more important? The actual acting talent, or the willingness to just go and go and go?
I think it has to be the talent first, but the two are so closely connected. So, but it has to be the talent, and obviously lots of untalented people, in my opinion, managed to cut out some kind of a career, because it's all in the eye of the beholder. So, and also who you know, and other factors as well. Just like there's probably lots of MCs out there that look at some guys that have got record deals or that are famous and are just would think that they're awful, you know, because some people are, you know. So,
DK, do you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's way more easier to make it as like a garbage rapper than it is to make it as a garbage actor, though. I would probably say that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because the good thing now about music is that it can be shared and created cheaply, and you don't need to be signed. And also you don't need the fanciest equipment that used to cost tens of thousands of dollars to be able to make a record. You can do that stuff yourself, which obviously for acting, that's not really the case. You can make your own films online and all that stuff, which I kind of have done with the comedy stuff, but they were all funded by production companies, you know, like we had backers that supported our work. So it's, yeah, if you're a musician, it's easier just to get your stuff out there rather than and share it with people. So that's what Bandcamp's really good for. I mean, I can spend days on Bandcamp just searching for these cool bands that just put music up that are from nowhere, you know. So, yeah.
Okay.